Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm feeling 100% better. Well, maybe 95. I'm still getting there. So today I'm doing a sparkling dragonfly. I've had a couple people ask me to do this one, so I thought I'd make up a quick tutorial for you at the beginning of June and to start this month off colorful and bright for you. So what I'm doing is I have an oval kind of odd shaped rock, and I'm putting 2 circles on it. So 1 circle and then a little bit bigger, 2 circles, and that's going to be my framed in area where I'm going to put the dragonfly. I do this technique on a lot of my rocks. If you're a subscriber, new or old, you know I do this, and I like gold, and I like, you'll see. So I'm going to be using gold to outline where I just put those lines there. The reason I used a marker was so that you guys could see it. Usually I just use pencil, but the gold is going to cover up that marker anyway. You will see this technique done on a lot of my rocks. So if you want to go over to a different video of mine to see if I've spent a little bit more time on that part, I do have over 55 videos on my channel. And hit the subscribe button for me, guys. Also follow me on Instagram, because that's where I post everything about me, my family, my beautiful kids, my gorgeous husband, everything. All of my rocks are there. So if you want to learn a little bit more about me through my pictures, I like to take pictures as well. So you can see on my Instagram, Rachel's Rocks 11. 11 has always been a very significant number in my life for some reason, and it's my favorite number. So if you see that on my email address or on my Instagram, that is why. 11 is amazing. So I've waited for my black paint to dry, and I'm just using a ruler to try and draw a line down the center, because that's going to be where I do the body of my dragonfly. And then I'm using the ruler to go across, draw a line across, and that's going to be where we establish wings. Now, this is not a realistic dragonfly, so keep that in mind. I've never seen dragonflies like mine out in real life before. That's why it's so fun. We get to make them however we want. Today, I'm choosing 3 colors of paint, and that's it. 3 colors, and then, of course, my gold and black. So you will be able to choose 3 colors of your own. I'm just using these lines to guide me where I want my wings to be. And then I'm going to get rid of those lines so that we don't see them anymore. Now I am starting off with a black background because we are dotting again today. I'm a huge fan of the dots. So if you are not wanting to dot this, you don't have to. You can do a glittery background and then do a dragonfly on top. You can do a colorful background and do a black dragonfly silhouette on top. It's completely up to you. But because I like to dot, and I think there's a lot of other people out there that are starting to hop on the dot train, and I think it's really exciting. I love seeing dotted artwork of any kind, any size dots. I don't know why my eyes are attracted to circles. So I don't know. You can probably tell that in my artwork too. So I am now outlining everything in gold, as usual. And then I'm going to clean up all of my gold lines with black paint, just to kind of thin out any areas that are a little thick, or of course to get rid of all of my pencil lines. I just want to make it kind of cleaned up a little bit. And then I'll add the legs with gold as well. So I have reached 30,000 subscribers, and I'm dying inside. I'm shocked. That's like 3 times the amount of people that live in the town that I am currently living in. And I just think that's crazy to me. And I love every single one of you for hitting that button and for watching these videos and painting with me. it just makes my heart smile. And I just love you all, and I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope that I'm going to continue to inspire you and put out cool things for us to paint together. There will be another tutorial out today as well, as long as my wonderful children and beautiful husband allows it. I will be able to get out a second tutorial. Oh my goodness. It's also dotted, but I promise you the next one I put out next week is not dotted. We will do something not dotted, people, and it won't be disappointing. I still might use gold. I still might use hologram, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to put hologram in the wings, and it really stands out on that black. It really does look like a sparkling wing once we're done with it. And it's really beautiful. Any glitter paint in the wings will work. And if you don't want to use paint, you want to use glitter, try to use like nail glitter, shell powder from my nail glitter. I will leave links in the description of this video for the glitter that I use on a lot of my rocks. But you can also use eyeshadow. And then I even once in a while use nail polish over top of the glitter to keep it in place, and I make sure it dries really, really well. I just don't want the glitter to move, for instance, off of the wings. I don't want it to go all over my rock, so I'll use clear nail polish and cover the glitter up and let it dry really, really good, and then I seal it at the end with resin. So now here's where we pick 3 colors. I'm going to use colors I normally use. There's some aqua in there, perfect purple, as well as, I believe it's a mint color. It's by Martha Stewart. So I will leave in the description as well the color of paint that I'm using. But basically you pick a medium, dark, and light. So you start with a light color right in the center, right around the dragonfly's body. So that's like the mint green color. Then, and then I work my way out, light color, medium color, then dark. Now I'm using the aqua as my medium color. So that comes after the mint. You can do this with white, light pink, and dark pink. Just make sure you follow the same way I'm doing it, where I start with the light color, then I go the dark color, then the darkest color will be on the very outside, which is my perfect purple. And these colors look really nice together. You can use 3 shades of blue. You can use 3 shades of red, orange, yellow. You can use red, yellow, and green. It's completely up to you. Just keep it in the same pattern. So light, medium, dark. And I do the same thing around the outside ring in my framework. You don't even have to do a frame here. You can just do a gold circle around it and leave it there. I use my darkest color on the dragonfly body itself, which is the outside color, perfect purple. So I'm going to also go around the ring with all 3 of these colors. I'm going to blend them in together. I'm starting with the lightest color first, and then I'm going to work in my aqua, and I just kind of blend that on with a little blending brush, or if you have really tiny sponges or makeup sponges, they work really well too. Like the kind you use to apply eyeshadow. If you can find a clean one of those and use it to paint with, it gets in those little nooks and crannies really well. So I'm just blending into the mint green, the aqua, and then I'm blending the purple into the aqua at the top. So all 3 colors are around the rim, around this ring that I've made to frame in my artwork. You can stick with 1 color if it's easier for you. You don't have to do all this stuff. This is just some ideas for you. But if you don't even want to put a frame around it, just dot the whole rock. It's completely up to you. You get to be creative with it. So now that I have done all my blending and I've got that colorful ring, I'm going to have to redo my gold because I did go over the lines and I smudged where I shouldn't have. And that's okay because that's what we're all about being artists. It's making a mess until you find something beautiful in it, right? So I make a mess and then I clean it up. And then in the end, we have something gorgeous. So I am going to outline my gold again, just to make sure it's all cleaned up. And I'm going to add some dotting on the outside of the framework as well. And I do the same sequence, like use your light color first and then go to your medium color. You'll see that at the very end. At the end of this video, you're going to see them shiny and sealed because I use art resin to seal my rocks. I do have 2 tutorials on my channel regarding the resin process and how to fix the bottoms if you have a big shelf or resin nipples on the bottom of your stone. So make sure you check out my channel to help with how to do the art resin part of it. You don't have to use resin. It's sometimes a little too pricey, but it's an option, and that's what I use. So if you want to know what I'm using and why they're so shiny and bright, that's because I'm using art resin. I have 3 different rocks at the end of the video, variations of this one. Now I've done my usual, it's kind of like the outer edge of a coin, a dial, maybe you could say. I just put lines all the way around my framework, and that's just what I like to do. That's also optional. You don't have to do that. So I'm starting with the darkest color first, big dots of the darkest color. Then I go the medium color around. I walk the dots around those purple dots using my medium color, which is aqua. And then once I've walked the dots around those larger dots, I'm going to go to my mint color. And I usually just use the lid to save myself from having to clean a bunch of paint trays when I'm doing my dotting like this. As long as I don't have to mix 2 colors together, I use my lids. And now I'm putting the mint dots in between those purple dots so that all 3 colors are being incorporated to the outer fanciness, the outer edge. Then, of course, I'm going to put some gold. You know, we're going to make these purple dots into like little studs, and they have gold studs on them now. I'm also going to walk some gold dots around underneath the aqua dots, just to bring everything all together and surrounded it with gold. You can't see the gold very well when it's not sealed yet because of the color of my stone. If you do not have stones, please visit the Happy Dotting Company on Etsy. They have molds so that you can make your own perfectly shaped stones, paintable and irresistibly ready. I'm putting a little bit of nail glitter on top of my dragonfly body. Once again, you don't have to use nail glitter. You can use eyeshadow, or you can use some kind of other glitter, or you don't even have to put anything on there. You can leave it just the way it is with your darker color. But I like to just kind of spruce up the dragonfly body a little bit. As I was saying, visit the Happy Dotting Company on Etsy. They will help you with everything you need to make these beautiful stones if you can't find stones to paint on. Also visit rock quarries, landscaping companies. Search everywhere, but don't steal them from companies or businesses or what have you. Here they are. I'm going to show you 3 different variations. The one that we painted today, this one's all sealed up with resin, sparkling and gleaming like you would not believe. And here's one with a couple different shades of purple, grape, and gold sparkling wings instead. You can do this on any sized rock, any shape rock. You can put it on wood. You can put it on tiles. You don't have to paint it on a rock. This is just something fun for you to try. Here's different shades of teal. I love you.